What's up guys? So my name is Adam LZ and today I'm gonna teach you real quick how you can bunny hop as high as the moon. So the bunny hop is actually not that hard of a trick if you don't already know how to do it. Give my how-to that I just made a watch. I break it down into really simple steps, so if you're having trouble like getting off the ground, that'll really help you. But bunny hopping high is like a little bit of a different trick. Now, what I always tell people that is the most important thing when you're trying to learn how to bunny hop high is being able to pull up the front wheel high, because you're only gonna be able to bunny hop as high as you can pull your front wheel up. Now, you may wanna prove me wrong and say, oh yeah, well I can like pull my wheel up a little bit and then I can like bunny hop a lot the other way. But that's like the old school way, if you will. It's like, yeah, you might be able to like suck it up, but you really have to be able to pull your front wheel up really high if you wanna be able to bunny hop high. And if you watch, you'll kinda understand what I mean by this. Pull my wheel a little bit, hop a little bit. Now watch how hard I yank when I'm about to pull straight up. Wasn't the highest hop in the world, but like I said, you can kind of get the idea that pulling up high is what's going to really propel you. Okay, so with the next thing, I kind of like to get a little bit technical here. I don't know how old you guys are, but chances are you may have already taken a physics class. I'm gonna get real nerdy on you guys real quick and say that every action bears an equal and opposite reaction, or I don't know, something about that is if you push something, it's gonna push back at you equally as hard. So when you apply that to the bunny hop, the harder you push down on the ground, the higher you're gonna be propelled upward. So when you couple this with pulling up, it's kind of a motion where you're compressing and you're like kind of spring loading on the ground. So then when you pull up, it's already, the ground is pushing back at you. Mother Nature Earth is really angry and she just wants to push you up to the sky. Watch how hard I press down. Beautiful weather we got here. I'm actually not sweating to death and I'm outside in Florida. So when you are learning how to bunny hop high, it is important that you do cruise with a little bit of speed. It's gonna be harder if you're not moving like a lot of tricks. Don't go like uncomfortably fast, but go fast enough, because one thing with a lot of tricks, not so much the bunny hop because you're still going forward, a lot of your forward momentum gets converted into trick energy, if you will. Again, getting nerdy with the physics, I'm sorry, but having a little bit of rolling speed will definitely help. So after you like pull up as high as you possibly can, and I can't emphasize, if you can't flip your bike backwards by pulling up, then you're not ready to bunny hop really high. Sorry. But while you're pulling up with that backwards motion, after you spring and compress on the ground, what you kind of do is your legs are somewhat bent, and then you spring up like a frog, and you shift the weight of the bike kind of up and out. One thing that really separates the people that can bunny hop high and the people that can bunny hop really high is the way that you actually tuck the bike up. So after you spring up and after you get that height, I want you guys to tuck into the bike. Now it's gonna be natural for you guys to just tuck straight back, and if you're really good and you get a hang of it, your butt's gonna hit your tire. And it's not really gonna hurt, but you're gonna get this weird noise in the air. It's gonna be like, tss, and then your back wheel's gonna stop and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, so it's impossible for me to bunny hop higher. But that's incorrect. I was able to bunny hop really high at a really young age. Again, this trick doesn't really have as much to do with strength as it does technique. And the reason that I was able to do that is because of my technique. Now, what I do, and a lot of people, a lot of pros, a lot of other people, is instead of sinking straight back, I kind of rotate a little bit and I sink to the side of the bike. Because when you do that, as ridiculous as it looks, it allows you to get the bike up higher than your butt. Instead of just sucking up the bike to here, you can get an extra couple inches, and that's what's gonna let you hop over that bar height rail that your best friend can't hop over because he didn't eat his Wheaties. Now with that motion, when you do tuck up to the side, it would definitely help. I like to do it when I go over stuff. I almost spin like 90, because then you're not really like moving the bike, you're just kind of keeping your body still and like whipping the bike out 90, and it's easier to tuck up into that weird position. Now, like most tricks, this is almost 100% practice. But there are a lot of ways that you can practice that are gonna make it easier for you to learn. One thing that you've probably heard people talk about over and over and over is the idea of bunny hopping onto something. Now, the reason this works so well is because when you're bunny hopping onto something, there's not really much risk that you're gonna like case and flip over, and you can really work your way up. It's cool because you can kind of just like I said, with the pulling up really hard, you have to pull up high enough to get your front wheel on, of course. So one of the first things that I bunny hopped on that was kind of high was a picnic table, and you just kind of yank back, and once you get your front wheel on, you can almost cheat by kind of like pushing a little pressure on the front wheel and using it to get your back up there. And once you get comfortable doing that, you'll kind of get more comfortable to where it just turns into a normal hop. And you can do this on a curb if you want. You can do this up a set of stairs. This might be a little more difficult, to the point where like you can get to bunny hops, or you can be bunny hopping up loading docks. And that's when like doing that little 90 really helps, because then you don't really have to worry if you miss, because you'll kind of land in like a double peg or something. At least that's what happens to me. And it's way less risky that way and way less scary. Another thing that helps is having something to bunny hop over if you don't have something to bunny hop on. You could build a bunny hop bar with like little stakes where you can keep on raising the bar, or you can just do what I did when I was younger and you can just find whatever's laying around in your garage, stack it up on both sides, and then lay like a broomstick or something across it. And you can just gradually work your way up and you can perfect your method of hopping. My neighbors think I'm crazy. I got bunnies on wheels.
You go bunny
over wheels and a bunny.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
It is a little bit harder to hop over stuff versus hopping on stuff because you really have to practice timing more with getting your front wheel and your back wheel over. But I'm telling you, that technique that I talked about where you like lean to the side of the bike is gonna help so much. In fact, I'm gonna put a picture on right now so you can see where I did this really high double peg that was like out of a really quick bank. And the only reason I was able to get my pegs on it is because I was literally like almost sunk down below the bike. I can't emphasize how much that helps. You just gotta keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. And I can't emphasize like yank up, spring as hard as you can off the ground, push really hard on earth. Act like earth is your worst enemy. But ultimately, this is one of those things like when you're cruising around town, you're going to school, whatever you're doing, just hop over stuff. You see a cone, try to hop over it. You see a curb, try to hop off of it. Like the more you hop, you're gonna turn into a bunny, and then you're gonna get inevitably the best at bunny hops. I think really the last thing that I'd want to mention is just the fact that if you are comfortable with your bike, it's going to make it a lot easier. If your bike's a little small for you or a little bit big for you, it's going to make it harder for you to get that good leverage. I'm like 6'1" and I ride a 21-inch frame. I should probably be riding something bigger, but it's really good for me because I can have enough, like I'm not like in the bar, so I can get enough leverage to really yank it up and get in there. Anyway, those were just a few tips that I had that I wanted to share with you guys regarding how to bunny hop higher. I really hope some of them helped. I'm gonna try to keep doing how-tos like this to help you guys out because I know there are a lot of tricks that are really easy, but they're hard if you don't really have anyone giving you the right advice. So all in all, I'm just doing this to help you guys out. So I'd appreciate it if you like the video and comment questions, help each other out in the comment section. Maybe I forgot something. I always do. I'm really, really, really forgetful, but I never forget to close out a video. Thank you guys for watching. Today we're going to teach you guys how to do a manual. Alright, so one of the first things you guys want to know is how to get comfortable flipping back. Because if you don't know how to flip back,
you dip your knees in and ease it back nice and easy. And make sure your arms are straight. Sit over your seat.